amplification changed so it could get really nice clean tones as well on those humbuckers. But when I wanted something sustainy and dirty and thick and heavy.
Alex Lifeson is a Canadian musician, songwriter, and record producer, best known as the guitarist and backing vocalist of the progressive rock band Rush. Lifeson played electric and acoustic guitars, as well as other string instruments such as mandola, mandolin, and bouzouki. Lifeson was ranked 98th on Rolling Stone's list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time, and third in a Guitar World Readers poll listing the 100 greatest guitarists.
Working together on this other stuff, I asked him to just have a look at those songs and come up with some more appropriate bass parts and performances.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Alexander Zivajinovich, but is also known as Big Al. He was born on August 27, 1953 in Fernie, British Columbia, Canada, making him 67 at the time of this production. He stands 183 centimeters or 6 feet tall. Aside from music, Lifeson has been a painter, a licensed aircraft pilot, an actor, and a part owner of a Toronto bar and restaurant called the Orbit Room. In 2005, Hughes and Kettner introduced an Alex Lifeson Signature Series amplifier. Lifeson donates his royalties from the sale of these signature models to UNICEF. Lifeson appears as the border guard in the 2009 movie Suck. Alex has not had many relationships over the years and is happily wedded to Charlene Lifeson, who was the first love of his life. They met somewhere in the 60s, and in 1970 she gave birth to their first child. The boy was named Justin, and in the year 1975 the couple decided to marry. The couple is a proud family of 2 loving sons. Lifeson has another son with his wife Charlene in 1977, who's named Adrian Lifeson.
Or at least, something like that. Even the 355 at one point. I mean, it had a vibrato arm on it, but I wanted something that functioned better than that.
Alexander Zivajinovich was born on August 27, 1953 in Fernie, British Columbia, Canada, to Nihad and Melania Zivajinovich. His parents were Serb immigrants from Yugoslavia. He was raised in Toronto. Lifeson's first exposure to formal music training came in the form of the viola, which he renounced for the guitar at the age of 12. His first guitar was a Christmas gift from his father, a 6-string Kent classical acoustic, which was later replaced by an electric Japanese model. Lifeson was primarily a self-taught guitarist, with the only formal instruction coming from a high school friend in 1971 who taught classical guitar lessons. Lifeson discovered rock and roll via the usual suspects, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, etc., and began jamming with local drummer John Rutsey. By the late 60s, bassist/vocalist Geddy Lee had signed on with the group, as the trio focused primarily on perfecting cover songs of Cream, Led Zeppelin, and The Who, among others. The group slowly built a regional following and eventually started penning their own original songs, which were initially highly derivative of the aforementioned bands they'd long been covering. The trio eventually signed a recording contract with Polygram, who reissued their self-titled debut in 1973. Rutsey left the group soon after, and the missing piece to the group's puzzle came in the form of his replacement, Neil Peart, who, besides being an exceptional drummer, was also quite a gifted lyricist. It took a few releases for the new lineup to truly gel, but with 1976's breakthrough release, 2112, Rush had begun a journey that would eventually establish them as one of the hard rock's most popular and successful acts in the whole world. During this string of classic albums, Lifeson's fine guitar chops could be sampled on a variety of standout tracks, especially Xanadu, 1977's A Farewell to Kings, La Villa Strangiato, 1978's Hemispheres, Free Will, 1980's Permanent Waves, and YYZ, 1981's Moving Pictures. Rush continued to tour the world and issue hit albums throughout the 80s, but Lifeson's guitar work took a back seat due to the group's experiments with more textured synthesizer-based sounds. By the 1990s, Rush's desire to return to more straight-ahead, hard rock-based material had returned, as Lifeson's guitar work once more became more prominent, especially on such releases as 1993's Counterparts. During the mid-90s, Lifeson participated in a one-off side project, Victor, a group that issued a self-titled debut in 1996 and included appearances by Primus bassist Les Claypool and I Mother Earth vocalist Edwin. In addition to his Rush duties, Lifeson has guested on recordings by other artists, including Platinum Blonde, 1985's Alien Shores, Tom Cochrane, 1995's Ragged Ass Road, and Three Doors Down, the 2001 bonus CD reissue of Better Life. Besides music, Lifeson also owns a small invention company, the Omega Concern, and is one of the owners of a Toronto restaurant, the Orbit Room.
I get a response that, I didn't expect this, but this is perfect for the part. So with that tone, for example, I used plugins.
He made his $35 million fortune with Vapor Trails, Victor, and the Big Dirty Band. Apart from his successful career as a musician, Alex has also shown prominence in television and movies. He has interests in different business ventures, which have also been helping Alex to add to the pile of his riches. His band has released a total of 10 studio albums which have sold more than 40 million copies around the world. Also, outside of his music, he's a painter and a licensed aircraft pilot. Alex Lifeson's net worth is $35 million. Alex owned and has owned several houses over the years. He owned a French-style mansion in Richmond Hills. The house was built in the 1980s for Alex, and it originally had a recording studio, a living room, high ceilings, kitchen, a Juliet balcony, dining area, and 5 bedrooms. This property covers 2.5 acres and includes 10 parking spaces. The guitarist also owned a beautiful home in Toronto, Canada, and in 2003 he purchased a condominium in Bay Colony in Naples, Florida. Alex paid $2 million for this luxurious house and lives here currently. The cars and bikes you'll find in Alex's garage are a Mercedes-Benz 380 SEC, Aston Martin, BMW Z8, MGV, an Audi R8. A Bugatti Veyron, a Range Rover, a Ferrari,